Hello?
Miss Lestico, guess what time it is?
What time?
It's time for math!
Yay!
Hey, first grade, welcome to another exciting week of math.
That's right. We have learned about so many coins and we've added so many coins together. And
That's
today,
right.
Miss Lime, what are we focusing on?
Oh, okay, well, our target says that I can determine the value of a set of coins. Last week, we practiced like counting pennies, nickels, and dimes, and we counted mixed sets of coins, but today, we're going to focus on the quarter.
Oh, now I already know a lot of attributes about the quarter. Should we review our anchor chart?
Yeah, I think we should. Let's focus just on the quarter, though.
Okay.
Oh, Miss Lestico, first thing I noticed, it's a pretty big coin.
That's right. It's the biggest coin that we have or we've learned about so far. And I know that on the heads we have our very first president, George Washington.
Oh my goodness, George Washington is so cool. And I recognize him right away. That helps me identify the quarter for sure.
That's right. And on the back, we can see two different things on the tail side. Normally we see the bald eagle, but sometimes, what do we see?
Well, sometimes we see something that involves a state. Like this coin says Kansas, and it has a symbol that represents Kansas. So if you don't see the eagle, but you see something representing a state, it's still a quarter.
That's right. And we know that the quarter has bumpy edges, and it's worth 25 cents.
Oh, but you know what, Miss Lestico? I have a hard time skip counting by 25. We can skip count by 5s and 10s, but 25 is kind of hard.
That's right. We don't practice it very often or use it a whole lot in normal life.
Yeah.
Now, something that can help you with this is the video that you should have watched at the beginning of the lesson. But if you haven't, pause here and go ahead and watch it now.
And then when you come back, you can pick this video up right where you left off. That was a cool video, Miss Lestico, but I noticed something.
What?
They kept saying like 25 cents, 50 cents, but I never saw the cent sign. I saw it was like an S.
That's right. We've been practicing a lot of counting our coins using our cent sign at the end to tell the total. But every amount of cents is actually also $1 in a way.
Oh, that's right, Miss Lestico. When we're writing this, it's the cent sign, but I also know there's a way to show it as part of $1.
So if we have our dollar sign, so a dollar sign is an S with a line going through it. And, well, we don't have a full dollar when we count coins. We only have part of $1. And so we don't have a full dollar, so we have 0 full dollars. So we would have a 0 in the ones place. And then they do 0.25 for a full quarter.
Oh, you know what I noticed, Miss Lestico? When you're writing the dollar sign, it comes first. But when you're writing the cent sign, it comes last. So if I was writing 25 cents, I would put my number 25 and then the cent sign. But when you're writing it with $1, you put the dollar sign and then you write your amount.
That's right. Those are two very important things to notice when you're writing the difference between cents and dollars.
Okay, well, 25 cents, Miss Lestico, would be 1 quarter. So I'm going to draw 1 quarter. Remember, a quarter is just the big circle with a letter Q in it.
And, if we have 2 quarters, I remember it said 50 cents.
Oh, okay, so if I'm going to write it with the cent sign, I'm going to say 50 and then put my C with a line through it. 50 cents.
And if I'm doing it with the dollar sign, I have to put my dollar sign first. And so that's my S with a line going through it. And it's not a full dollar, so I have to put a 0. Oh, and that would be 0.50, 50 cents.
So they both still say 50, it just looks a little bit differently. What if we did 3 quarters, Miss Lestico?
Oh, okay. So if I'm practicing my skip counting by 25s, I know it goes 25, 50, 75.
Okay, so if I was writing it with the cent sign, I'm going to say 75 cents. A C with a line through it.
And if I'm writing it with the dollar sign, I'm going to put a dollar sign, so an S with a line going through it, 0.75. 75 cents.
Okay, well, I know that when we're doing this, we're going to practice going up to 4 quarters. I know they did way more than that in the video, but we're only going to practice going up to 4 quarters.
That's
So
right.
I'm going to draw my 4 quarters right here, and we're going to practice drawing our coins later this week.
Okay, so 4 quarters. So we have 25, 50, 75, $1.
Or 100 cents. That's right. Okay, so I'm going to write 100 cents. 100 cents. Now, Miss Lustica, what does $1 look like?
Oh, well, in all of these, I didn't have a full dollar yet, so I had to put a 0 after the dollar sign. But now I finally have one full dollar. So I'm going to put the dollar sign, and then I'm going to put a 1. Now, I don't have any cents. I just have $1, and so I can put my 0.00 for just $1.
Oh my goodness. So there are 2 different ways that we can write the same value.
That's right. And when we go past 100, you just repeat the process all over again, just going up by $1.
It's almost like when we did our place value, Miss Lestico. Like if I had the number 75 and then I gave it a 100, it would be 175 or something like that.
That's right.
Okay, well, let's see if we can remember that pattern of counting quarters and see if we can maybe count quarters with some pennies.
That's right. And we can practice some of the strategies that we used last week of doing mixed coins in order to help us count our quarters.
Okay, well, you go first, Miss Lestico.
Okay, so our first problem, of course, I have to identify which coins I'm counting first. So I see that I have a quarter because it's pretty big and has a Q in the middle. And this looks like 2 pennies, because I remember pennies starts with a P, and so there's 2 P's in the middle of these coins. So I have a quarter and 2 pennies, and a quarter is worth 25 cents. Well, let's see how many tick marks we need to make 25. So I'm going to count by 5s, and remember each group of 5 gets 1 tick mark. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Wow, I drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tick marks for 1 quarter.
That's a lot, Miss Lestico. I remember the dime only got 2 tick marks and the nickel only got 1 tick mark.
That's right, but a quarter is made up of 5 sets of 5. So I have 5 tick marks right here. So I know this is 25. And now I have to switch my brain, and I have to remember, I'm not going to keep counting by 5s or even 25s. I have to count by 1s now. So I'm going to write 25 under my quarter because I know that's how much it's worth. And then I'm going to add 26, 27. So my quarter plus 2 pennies is worth 27 cents.
Oh, okay, well, let's see if I can count this set of coins. I can see that I have 3 quarters. I know they're quarters because they're the big circles with the Q's in them, and quarter starts with Q. And then I have one smaller coin over here, and it starts with a P, and we're only studying one coin that starts with a P, so it must be a penny. Now, I can put the tick marks on just like Miss Lestico showed us, or I can remember, how much is 3 quarters worth? I'm going to go ahead and put the tick marks, and Miss Lestico showed us that each quarter is going to get 5 tick marks. If you can just remember how much 3 quarters is worth, that's great. But if you need to use your tick marks to help count by 5, that is okay. It's a good strategy. I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so 1 quarter is 25. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Okay, so 3 quarters was worth 75 cents. Okay, I'm going to write that down so I don't forget, because when I get to my penny, I'm not counting by 5s still. I have my 3 quarters, which is 75 cents. And then 1 more cent would be 75. 1 more is 76. So this set of coins is worth 76 cents.
It's your turn.
On Seesaw, you're going to have an assignment where you have to count a couple different sets of quarters. If you need to use those tick marks to help you, definitely try that strategy. Make sure you pay close attention to what coins there are.
And of course, when you're all done, click that green check mark in the corner. Good luck!